Hello everyone, welcome to today's session on using Python for data analysis and machine learning. In this video, we are going to explore three most powerful Python libraries. The name of that libraries are Pandas, Scikit-learn and TensorFlow. In this video, we are going to understand how that library can help us to handle and analyze that data, and even for building a machine learning model. Even if you are something new to this data science field or just exploring these skills, you are right place to start. And myself Bhushan, and I'm going to teach you or explain you about this library. So let's get started. So firstly, why Python for data science? Python is one of the most popular language for data science, and there are three reasons for that. It's simple, readable, and it has a huge ecosystem for libraries. For anyone working with data, Python make it really easy to for cleaning and organizing your data, or run analysis, or build predictive model, or even to do deep learning with just a few lines of code. So today we are going to explore Pandas for data handling, Scikit-learn for machine learning, and TensorFlow for deep learning. So let's start with the Pandas. So Panda is like a Excel on steroids. It's a Python library that gives us the special tool to work with the data in table, which we call as a data frame, consists of rows and columns. Using Pandas, we can read the data from CSV, Excel sheets, spreadsheet, numerous different type of sheets. Then we can clean the messy data. We can apply the different type of filters, sort the data, and we can group the data and do quick analysis with just a few lines of codes. It's a super useful when you want to prepare your data before training a machine learning model. For example, let's you have a dataset of customer order. You can use the Pandas to filter out missing values, group a product type, or calculate the average. So it is a powerful which is also beginner friendly too. So that is all about the Pandas, which is really important for that. And these are like a Pandas key functionality: data cleaning, transforming the data, data analysis and visualizations, and different type of CSV file which we can read, or we can work on that CSV file, that is the CSV, Excel and SQL. SQL is a structured query language. Next is introduction to Scikit-learn. Once your data is clean and ready, the next step is to build a machine learning model. That's where the Scikit-learn come into existence. Scikit-learn is a very beginner-friendly machine learning library in Python. With it, you can easily apply a model like a classification, like detecting spam emails, predicting something whether it is like a 0 or 1. That we call as a classification. Then there is a regression. Regression is something related to the predicting a continuous value. Continuous value can be it can be age, it can be price, whichever the something numeric and a continuous, that we call as a regression. Then there is a clustering. Clustering is like a customer segmentation. We are grouping some values into the single group based on their similarity. So what I love about the Scikit-learn is how simple the process. You important the model, train it your model, and then check how well it perform. It also gives tools to split your data, that we call as a training, testing and the validation. We split our data into three main categories: training, testing and validation. And after training and testing that model, for testing purpose we evaluate that model using the accuracy scores, confusion matrix and many more. There are multiple libraries like for evaluation purpose we have, which is provided by the Scikit-learn. So it's a great first step into machine learning without needing to build everything from a scratch. Scikit-learn provide all things as a ready-made. Next is, these are the like a Scikit-learn key algorithms: supervised learning, unsupervised learning and model evaluation. Supervised learning, this is the kind of the learning where we know the answer for that particular questions, that we call as a supervised learning, where we have the target value, which we call as a label, is assigned to that particular problem. The algorithm comes into the supervised learning, that is a linear regression, logistic regression, support vector machine, and there are many more algorithms. In unsupervised learning, we have the k-means clustering, principal computer and PCA, principal computer and analysis, and there is a DB scan. There is also many algorithms are present in unsupervised learning where we don't have the target value or the labels, that we call as a unsupervised learning. Then there is a model evaluation. Model evaluation is something related to the evaluating that model after training gets completed, how that model is behaving on some unseen data, or how that model is generalized to unseen data. For that we use the different evaluation technique, that can be cross validation, accuracy matrix, classification report, precision recall, F1 score and all. Then there is a pipeline is something like a streaming workflow. Whatever the model we have built it to deploy that into the real world application, that we call that as a pipeline. Next is introduction to TensorFlow. Now let's talk about the TensorFlow. TensorFlow is a library made by the Google, and it used for deep learning, which is a more advanced form of machine learning. It can be used for building a neural network. Neural network can be the model that is inspired by the how our brain works. It is simply to mimic our human brain. TensorFlow is a perfect when we are working with the big data or the complex data. Complex data means what? Images, video recordings, natural language or text. That can be also a time series data. For example, if you want to build something like a face recognition system or a smart assistant that can understand speech, so TensorFlow is the way to go. TensorFlow also works with the GPU. GPU is what? GPU is a graphical processor unit. It is similar to the CPU, but it is an advanced kind of the processing unit, and it is provided by the TensorFlow Google Colab, and it supports large scale of machine learning application. And the good news is it works really well with the Keras. Keras is the framework, and which maybe it is easy for even it is a beginner. So it is easy to use and handle the large data set with a very few lines of code. These are like a core concept: tensors, graph and layers. Tensors is what? There are multi-dimensional array. As you know about the matrix is what? It is a consist of rows and columns which consist some value. There is a 1 2 3 4, like there is a rows and columns which come by combining that all thing we call as a matrix, and the advanced version of that we call as a tensor. Tensor is a multi-dimensional array. It is also similar to the matrix. Then there is a graph, representation of mathematical operations. Whatever the matrix multiplication we are doing, that is representing in a one format that we call as a graphs. Layers is something called as a which is used in a neural network. There is a input layer, hidden layer and then the output layer. In any neural network, while building a deep learning model, we use this architecture in which it consists of neurons and the layers. By combining multiple neurons, there is a layer is formed. So there is an input layer, output layer and the hidden layer. So these are about the TensorFlow core concept, and there is a high level interface. Keras is a kind of the API or the framework we can say which is used for the building model. Next is data analysis and the model workflow. So we firstly load our data. Loading the data means what? Whatever the spreadsheet we have, Excel data we have or the images data we have, that we load into our environment with the help of the Pandas. Pandas is basically work with the structured data. That can be a spreadsheet or CSV format or the SQL, which is consist of rows and columns. Then there is a cleaning our data with the Pandas and Scikit-learn. As we know, Pandas provided some multiple tools with the help of that we can analyze our data and we can understand our data. And Scikit-learn is something which is used for building and developing a model, which also help us to for evaluation of that model. After that, there is a splitting of data in training set, testing set and validation set. And after that, there is a training a model. We can train our model with the help of deep learning, with the help of Scikit-learn. So TensorFlow is basically used for training a deep learning models. And Scikit-learn provides us the generic model, which is a machine learning which we can say logistic regression and the Navy bias. And then there is a multiple models are present which is provided by for training a model. We use this Scikit-learn and TensorFlow. So this is all three libraries are free and open source and widely used in industry. Whether you are analyzing simple data or building an AI app, these tools will help you to every step on the way. So this is all about the data analysis and model workflow. So the last thing is that whatever the things we have learned in this session, I hope you have get the clear overview and the idea about this Python library like as Pandas, Scikit-learn and TensorFlow. and which are used for data science and machine learning. If you are just starting out, pick up small project, load some data with Pandas, and try simple model with Scikit-learn, and eventually you can also explore some more complex thing with the help of this TensorFlow. So I hope you got some idea and you have learned something from this. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching the video. Our knowledge partners, certification alliances and curriculum creators are: join our popular courses and get an immersive learning experience as we proudly serve as a global trailblazing training solutions provider, dealing with grinding a revolution in upskilling by offering comprehensive and specialized training programs. Following are our services: instructor-led virtual training, on-site training, corporate training, exclusive and individual training, self-paced training, classroom training, customized training, campus training. To know more about our courses, visit our website. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe the video.